Arsenal Fan TV, DT, good to be winning again.
About time, innit? Jesus, but game by game, Robbie. Told you. How long have I been saying it? Game by game.
You weren't game by game last week. You was tearing into the team, ripping. Hold on. Slaughtering the team. So that weren't game by game. Or is it one game you praise and one game you
game by game. You deal with the way they play game by game. They've deserved the criticism the last few weeks. Totally deserved it. We weren't fluent today. We wasn't at our best. We'd done what we had to do. We could have gone out there and won 10-0, for instance. Played amazing football.
Do you reckon today they sort of like, once they got that 2-0 up, you could kind of see it. They were like, you know what, that's it. We're all right.
Yeah. No, like I said, we could have gone out there and won 10-0. Or we can go out there and win 2-0 like that and play, kind of standard. And at the end of it, we've got 3 points. And that's what matters. We've got 3 points. And next week's massive.
Massive game. Leicester, we saw them yesterday. They're a very, very good team. Nobody should underestimate them.
No.
I don't think a lot of Arsenal fans, because we were there, even when we beat them in the 5-2, they were a good team. They scored first. It's going to be a massive game. How are you feeling about that? Because if we do win that, we're only 2 points behind them.
Coquelin's got to start for me, because watching them yesterday, and we've seen a lot of them, and we kind of sat there for weeks and weeks now going, they'll fall off. Nah, they ain't falling nowhere, Robbie. They're here, so we need to take them seriously, just as we have to them lot down the road. I think that they were going to fall off, but they're hanging on there. They're proving everyone wrong. So
it's going to be the team that's the most consistent, has got the best mentality, isn't it? And goes on a run that's going to win this thing.
Yeah, it goes on a run. That's the main thing. I shouldn't do it, but I look at fixtures, and I hate doing that. But I look at Leicester's fixtures, and I think, Jesus Christ! Apart from their last 3 games, they got some seriously winnable games after us. They got about 9.
We had a load of winnable ones as well.
I know it. Let's see how the pressure really gets to them when you've got 5 games to go or so, and it really starts hitting. Their last 3 games, 2 of them are, one away to Man United and 1 away to Chelsea. So that's not going to be easy. But let's just concentrate on ourselves, man. We just got to do what we've got to do. And we got the 3 points today. We move on to next week, like I said, game by game. And we play Leicester. And let's see how we deal with that. But we've got to go out there with a positive mindset. Don't stand off them. Don't let them come at us on the front foot from the first minute. They done that against Man City yesterday. Their intent was from the first minute. Put Mahrez on the ball, won the free kick, attacked Man City. And Man City were just like, what the hell's going on here? You're meant to be like scared of us. You're meant to be inferior. Nah, Leicester ain't. Leicester don't care.
Does that game kind of suit us? Because to be fair, them sort of games at home this season, Man United, Manchester City, we've scrubbed the Chelsea one out of it. Bayern Munich, we have stepped up to the plate in those real important big games where it's meant a lot, where it's the atmosphere, it's high pressure game. We have at home cope with those games pretty well.
Yeah, hopefully the home fans get up for it next week and they're not sat on their asses eating their prawn sandwiches, and Leicester will be wary as well. Ranieri's not stupid. We all thought he was stupid when he was a Chelsea manager, and he was known as the Tinkerman and everything, and it's kind of, because he hasn't got them players to tinker with at Leicester, he's kind of just stuck with a settled side, and they've been very lucky with no injuries. And they're doing the business, but he will also know they went toe to toe with us at their ground, where they've done it with everyone else throughout the season and beaten them. They've done it with us and they got spanked. But let's not forget as well, in that game, literally seconds before we equalised, they hit the bar and could have been 2-0 up. So it could have been a totally different game. So let's not underestimate next week. It's going to be a massive game. We win that, talk to me then.
We're ahead of them now.
You can't write off Leicester after yesterday.
You can't write them. You can't even write Tottenham off. But I think when it comes down to it, I still think when it comes down to the running, us and Manchester City will have the distance. But we're gonna have.
You're wrong there. I think it's the big danger is Spurs